Yes. So what I was saying was we were gonna like go back in time, like, like 20, 30 years and find some of the best like brother combinations to play on the same high school team and do like a little ranking system. But like it was too hard to do because there's been a lot of like really good like just brothers playing on the same team, but very rarely do you have like three brothers on the same team, obviously. Um, but there's been some like pretty dangerous combinations of brothers back, going back like 20, 30 years that have played in Long Island lacrosse. So either way, we got the Bell brothers. We got all four of you guys on the call, which is really cool. You guys want to just quickly, for those of you who don't know each of you just yet, just do a quick introduction on your first name, what position you play on the team, and just let everyone know who you are.
All right, so I guess I'll start off. I'm Isaiah Bell. I'm a junior. I'm a D-pole, and yeah, that's me. All right, I'm Aaron. I'm an eighth grader. I'm a midi, short stick, play offensive. Don't really do defense stuff.
I'm Elijah. I'm a I'm a goalie. I'm a sophomore, and yeah, I'm Malcolm. I'm a sophomore at the University of Hartford, and I play long stick midfield.
All right, the first thing we got to address here is Aaron. You're playing defense. If you're a midi man, you got to learn to play defense. What do you mean you don't play defense?
I do, but like usually I'm on like the offensive line and get subbed off on and off. So
I got you. So right now you're a more offensive oriented player, but when you get older, you're gonna be going two ways because
yeah,
I'm sure your brothers understand the importance of defense first, right?
yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, Malcolm, we were talking a little bit earlier before we were on the air here about your you elevating your career from playing Long Island high school lacrosse to now playing Division I lacrosse up at Hartford. Playing in a really good conference. What's your experience been like so far up there, man?
I feel like the experience has been great. There's been a lot of competition. The training is definitely a step up from high school, but you gotta love every second of it. Especially at times like this where the season is taken away, you really see like how much you really cherish the season. But as far as the playing goes, like love every second of playing really good competition, really good guys, and really just getting better every single day.
That's cool, man. So you're a sophomore. I saw you got some time as a freshman. What was that like, getting, being like an immediate impact player, or just getting some time in general as a freshman? Because that's not, that's kind of rare at the college level.
Um, I think it was great for me. I was glad to come in and have some type of impact on the team. Um, Personally, it really helped me get better, just getting that in-game experience and really seeing how to play the college game.
Yeah.
And that just helped me even to this day. That freshman experience really helped me become a better player.
What being that you're the oldest brother in your family, right? You're the first one to take lacrosse to the next level and become a student athlete at the college level. What are some things that you try to preach to your brothers to make sure that if they want the same thing that you're going through and want that experience, they're doing what they need to do to potentially get to that level one day?
I always trusted them that they got to do good in school. The academics, like a lot of people say that have to come first, but quite frankly, it really does. Once you get to college, you really see um, how much that really impacts like your stress when you're playing lacrosse. And if you just have your academics and you manage your time right, everything else is gonna go straight into line. So I think first and foremost, they get their grades and stuff straight, but also they need to have a good work ethic and always train.
That's awesome, man. That's great advice. Now, Elijah, let's turn to you for a second. The goalie. Did your brothers stick you in net because they needed someone to shoot on? What's up there?
Oh, last year I was playing JV, and our goalie wasn't eligible to play, so we needed the goalie, and I volunteered. So I just love the position, so now I'm goalie.
What do you like about it?
Um, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's just I think it's very fun to play, and it never gets boring because it's always like shots to save. It's a high scoring game, so it's like there's always something to do. It's it's a hard position, but it is very fun to play.
Are you are you the type of person that kind of has like a short-term memory? So if you get scored on, it doesn't bother you too much. You kind of move on to the next play. How do you react to that?
I mean, yes and no. On certain situations, I do, but I always try to learn from the goals that get scored on me because I'm fairly new to goalie. So I always try to learn from my mistakes, and I yell at the defense sometimes to fix their mistakes so it doesn't happen again.
Do you feel as though being a goalie and seeing the game from like a different perspective now, you have to kind of learn and understand what everyone's supposed to do on the field, not just yourself?
Yes, I do realize that it's a whole team effort and not just my fault when something goes wrong or when they score a goal.
What year are you?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore. Gotcha. So when Aaron scores on you, does that get under your skin?
I mean, a little bit because he's like my brother, but like other than that, not really.
Aaron, what's Elijah's weak spot? Like if you want to score on him, what's the go-to spot to shoot at?
Well, like usually it's like either off hip. That's like the spot.
I love it. How's your fundamentals, Aaron? You've been you got two hands yet? You working both hands?
Getting that lefty shot up. So
Are you a strong righty? Is that your strong hand?
yep.
There you go. So Isaiah, you're a junior, right? So you told me earlier, which is kind of cool. You got a chance to play with Malcolm, and now hopefully the season goes off, get a chance to play with both your brothers. What's that like to be able to compete with everyone in the family?
Honestly, it's like just so like cool because it's just like I got to play with my older brother and like he was like a stud, and now like I'm getting to that level. It was like I got mentored by Malcolm, and now I'm mentoring my little brothers. So
Yeah,
I think that's cool, and like just passing on the knowledge. Cause like as Malcolm said earlier, it's like the more you play, the better you get, and the more experience you learn. So now it's just like me taking the information I'm learning and passing it down, and also still receiving new information and adding it to my game. So playing like with all of us has just like really been like a cool experience.
that's awesome, man. It's cool to be the bridge, kind of between the family. Now, being that you got to see, your older brother go from high school to playing college, what are some things that, or maybe like, what's one thing that you learned from him since his time at college that maybe he passed down to you, or maybe something you observed?
Something I observed, because we go up, we watch Malcolm's games, and it's just how like the college level is like it's a faster paced game. It's
Hmm.
like it's fast paced. So watching that, it's like it's built my IQ of the game. Like going to these games and watching it in person. Like obviously, like I've watched like games on TV, and I've gone to when they had the semifinals at Hofstra, I've gone to a couple of those. Like just going up like every weekend, going to Hartford or some of his close away games has just really built my IQ of the game. So that's really helped. And watching him play.
What's something that you guys really enjoy about traditionally this time of the year? When it's spring season, you guys get a chance to play. Like, what gets you guys really excited? Is there a specific matchup? Is there a specific thing that you guys get to do? Like, maybe it be a practice or maybe off the field. Like, what gets you guys excited this time of the year?
Um, all my matchups really. I just like me. I'm a player. Like I'm an in-game player. Like yo, when it's game time, I love the game.
Yeah.
Like I love playing on a field with my teammates and competing against another team. Like I just love that, and that's like in all the sports I play.
Hmm.
Like specifically for lacrosse, like I just love being in game on a field, competing against another team, and just working my butt off. And yeah, I
How,
just love.
how are you guys responding to the season kind of being, cut off? I know for Malcolm it got canceled, the NCAA, but where the high school season's at, how are you guys kind of like responding to it in a positive way in order to stay sharp?
Okay, so what they were saying is that if we're able to go back to school by April 20th, then we would have a shorter spring season.
Hmm.
So that kind of has our hopes up, to see if this stuff calms down by then, and hopefully we get a chance to play. Because not only our high school season, it's also our outside of school seasons too that might be effective if this drags on longer.
Hmm.
So better if it died down now, we could go play, and even though the season would be shorter,
Sure.
we just have a chance to play. That's what we want to do. We want to play. So, but I've been coping with it like it's been pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
because I have been wanting to play. Like I'll just sit down. I'll be doing my homework, and I'm just like, man, I wish I could be playing lacrosse right now.
Yeah, it's weird when
I have a rebounder. I hit the rebounder. When the outbreak first started, we all went to go hit the wall. So we would hit the wall, but now my mom wants me, just kind of staying home. But good thing I have the rebounder, and we have a net out back, so I always go out there. I'm still working every day, but it's hard not being with my teammates and being on the field.
yeah, I'm with you, man. Elijah, you suit up sometimes in the backyard?
Sometimes I have a lot of work to do though. Like sometimes I'm like in the mood to get in the net, and then sometimes I know since we don't have like a really a big backyard,
Yeah.
I don't want them like to kill me.
'Cause Aaron, this guy likes to crease crank, so.
Nah.
Aaron, Aaron, you can't be crease cranking from 6 yards in the backyard.
Bro.
I think if you know, it would make my day if you guys just did like, just get some one-on-ones going. I want to see Malcolm Dean up Aaron, Elijah, your net, and I don't want you taking it lightly on your younger brother. I just want you guys going like all out and get a little training session going on. That'd be great. Cool. Well, listen, I really appreciate you guys coming on, man. We love promoting, all the different great stories and players and programs around Long Island lacrosse. Malcolm, really cool to see you elevating to the next level and killing it in college. And, I'm sure your brothers are going to follow in your footsteps. And, just understand, guys, you got a great role model sitting next to you and your older brother. And, you guys as a group, man, I'm excited to hopefully see all three of you now in Aaron, Elijah, like Isaiah. It's cool to see three brothers on one team. That's very rare. Like we were talking earlier, sometimes you'll get to play with one brother, but three on the same team is really cool. And, I hope you guys, take advantage and enjoy the experience, because as you're seeing, it can end just like that. Things can get cut short. So, enjoy that. And we look forward to continuing to promote Baldwin lacrosse. I personally, I know the Warner family really well. I'm not sure if you guys know them, but I got to, Jared and Tyler. Yeah. I mean, they're great, man. So, I coached up Tyler ever since he was probably in like 7th or 8th grade, and Jarrett too. So like, love those guys. And there's a couple other really good Baldwin families that I got a chance to coach up too through like club lacrosse, which is cool. So I hope you guys keep Baldwin moving in the right direction.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. We're gonna do our best.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. So all right, we'll catch you guys on the fields, and you guys can check out our interview on the Long Island Lacrosse Journal. So we'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay, I appreciate it.